Special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Buttes Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Buttes Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Customer Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Buttes Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Whitler Seed Farm, Yakby Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Wyatt Perichka.
And a good Friday evening to you. Thanks for tuning in here. It is one spot up for grabs, and that game is taking place here in Oneida. The Region 6B quarter or semifinals. If you win this game, you are going to Tuesday. If you lose, well, your season comes to an end. And what better two schools to battle it out than a team with the two teams who have had previous history with against each other, back with football and now here on the hardwood, as the Faulkton area Trojans do get through the snow, and they are here in Oneida tonight to take on the Sully Buttes Chargers. Faulkton area, the number 4 seed at 11-10 on the season, is they did defeat North Central 66-49 in the opening round. We actually did talk with both head coaches, as I did talk, with Coach Erlum about his win against North Central, and also talked about how really they worked themselves here when they were in Oneida the first go-around, and we'll tell you more about that here in just a moment. The Sully Buttes Chargers, the number 1 seed, they are 16-5 now after defeating Highmore Herald in a 68-34 contest, proving why you don't overlook an opponent. They were nearly perfect. It was 28-5 after one quarter of play, and that's how those two teams enter this one today. Is again, the Faulkton area Trojans are going to try to spoil the Chargers here at home. The farthest you can make it for a home game in the season, the Chargers have done that here tonight. This is the final game from Oneida for the 2025-26 campaign, because if you qualify, you do have to go on the road to a neutral site contest to take on, well, whoever the opponent is. It could be determined. We do know that the Sully Buttes Chargers, if they win, will at least be a number 8 seed. There were teams in front of Sully Buttes that will not make the SODAC 16. That just tells you how competitive some of the regions are. The region I'm really focusing on, Region 2B, is one of those regions that Sully Buttes fans can maybe pay attention to, so who might not actually qualify for that tournament. The other team that has 3 is 4B ahead, so 3 teams ahead of Sully Buttes in the 4B. One of those teams isn't making the SODAC 16 as well. As these two teams for Faulkton and Sully Buttes will be meeting the 26th time since 2006 on the hardwood here, as the Chargers are 22-4 in that span. They're winners of 3 straight. They won on February 19th on senior night with a final of 53-37. You have to go all the way back to 2023 when the Faulkton area Trojans got the best of the Sully Buttes Chargers on the basketball court. Sully Buttes won the regular season in football, but fell in the playoffs in the 9A quarterfinals. Faulkton maybe trying to just spoil the Chargers once again in postseason, but Sully Buttes, heck of a basketball team this season, do have their work cut out for them, as we talked with head coach Brian White about, that work that they're going to have to do tonight to get to the SODAC 16. We'll take our first break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll take a look at some other games around the state, take a look more focus on the Region 6B side of things, and coming up as well on your 83 Ag Sales pregame show, big thanks to them for helping us tip off, and Don's Food Center for providing today's web stream. We will have a conversation with head coach Kyle Earlham and a conversation with head coach Brian White. That's all coming up here in 60 seconds here, as we'll take a look at some other games around the state as you're tuned in to the 83 Ag Sales pregame show on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. It is the 6B semifinals. Faulkton area, Sully Buttes, coming up in 20 minutes on Country 95.3.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
6B playoff basketball easy in Oneida tonight at the Mark Sefter Court. If you have nothing to do, well, you do have something to do. Make your way to the Oneida Sully Buttes High School Mark Sefter Court for tonight's contest between the Sully Buttes Chargers and the Faulkton area Trojans. Taking a look at some games going around the state. Because of some snow, there's actually been some postponements. There are going to be games being played tomorrow due to some snow conditions going on as well. So let's give you some of those games that are going to go tomorrow. DeSmit is going to take on Durbanburg area. That is going to be a 1:30 tip-off tomorrow at Huron Arena. Another game at Huron Arena. Castlewood will take on Wessington Springs in Huron Arena as well. A couple of other games that are going to be postponed. Lyman will play Corsica Stickney tomorrow at 5 at the Corn Palace. Madison High School is going to have a Summer Central Woonsock against Ethan. That is going to be a 5:30 tip-off. The latest game on Saturday is Parkston versus Freeman. That is going to be a 7 o'clock start. That is one of the games of Sully Buttes fans will know that they're going to be jumping one of those two teams in the region or in the Class B standings in that Sodak 16. And the other game that's going to be late on Saturday is Arbor Hurley against Centerville. That is also a 7 o'clock tip-off. Let's get you some updates here of around the state. There is one game already underway. It looks like are going to be underway in just a little bit. It's going to be the other Region 6B game in between Ipswich and Gettysburg. Other games include Timberlake going against Faith, who pulled off an upset. Ween was Faith. Kadoka Ariel will take on White River. That is a 7 o'clock start as well. Aberdeen Christian will take on Warner. That is a 7 o'clock start as well. You never know with Warner. They have already pulled off some interesting wins this season. So we don't have many games here tonight. Wall against Underwood and Leoa Frederick area will take on Wabi Summit at 7 o'clock as well. So all these region games tonight are going to be 7 o'clock. But yes, snow conditions forcing some postponements, and they have to have those games played. So they will play those tomorrow as well. So those are some of the games going on. Region 6B, again, we mentioned you're tuned into the one of those, Faulkton area Trojans and the Sully Buttes Chargers. That other one being Ipswich against Gettysburg here for this contest. We do also have coming up here, we'll take a look at how these two teams fared the last time around, and we still got those pregame conversations with head coach Brian White and head coach Kyle Earlum. As you're tuned in to the Sully Buttes Chargers on Country 95.3 as they will look to punch their ticket for a second straight season to the Sodak 16. That is coming up here in just a few moments on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. We'll take a 2-minute timeout.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Sully Buttes Chargers hosting the Faulkton area Trojans for a Region 6B representation in the Sodac 16. That is what's up for grabs. Loser season will come to a close tonight, as it will be a few games shy of the final game or final day of South Dakota Boys High School basketball. The Chargers and Faulkton area Trojans. Again, we mentioned Chargers at 16-5, Faulkton area 11-10. The Trojans score about 55 points per game. They surrender 51 points per contest this season. The Chargers are 64 points average per game. They surrender 51. Again, 60 is really that magic number for the Chargers. They're usually on the winning side of things when they score about 60 points per game. Against common opponents, the Trojans are right now 4-4, while the Sully Buttes Chargers are near perfect at 7-1. Includes games against Warner, Hitchcock, Tulare, Miller, Ipswich. You got Wolsey, Wessington, where Sully Buttes won it, where Faulkton area lost it. You got North Central, where Faulkton area now split that because they won on Tuesday, and the Chargers winning significantly there in that North Central contest as well. So those are how those two teams are entering today's contest for the Faulkton area Trojans and the Sully Buttes Chargers on the stats wise. And again, rebounds is something that is going to be a stat to maybe pay attention to in this game. Is Coach White talking about more of, if they're going to make this more of a football physicality kind of contest, they're going to have more of an advantage of just the physical inside presence. But if they can make this a more basketball style kind of game, in a sense of just the play, Sully Buttes should have the advantage in that one as well. But again, Sully Buttes are not going to overlook the Faulkton area Trojans, even though these two teams have previously met. And it was a big win for the Sully Buttes Chargers. That was a final, if I want to make sure I get the right score here, 53-37. And yes, that score may sound closer, but actually Sully Buttes really just controlled that game from really the beginning to the end of that one. So Sully Buttes, like they did against Highmore Herald, they aren't going to overlook the opponent. And Coach Earlham really talked about how the pressure is all on Sully Buttes. It's not even on them. They're just going to go out and play their game and see what kind of impact they can make in this one if they give themselves a few opportunities here tonight to give themselves in a close contest. So lots to look for as this game goes on. Again, we were going to mention defense, or rebounds are going to be one of the key emphasis in this game. Again, the Sully Buttes, even though they're usually not on the shorter side of things as far as height goes, they do end up rebounding the basketball pretty significantly better than some of their opponents this season, even if they were on the shorter side of the size on their team as well. But Faulkton area, again, their physicality helping them out in this season, as well as they are right now above 500. Was 500 going into that tournament. I do have pregame conversations coming up here in just a few moments, so we are going to take a 90-second timeout here, and when we come back here, we will get to that pregame conversation that I caught up with Faulkton area Trojans head coach Kyle Earlham. As that is coming up in 90 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, Region 6B basketball playoffs. He is coming up here in just a few moments.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, head coach Kyle Erdahl joins me for the Faulkton area Trojans. Coach, first off, you guys got a win over North Central. I mean, just kind of talk about your guys' postseason game against North Central. What went well?
We just played really well as a team. I think we had 19 assists as a team, and that's really good. And we moved the ball well. We just played really good defense, and we made some shots, and that's always key to winning basketball games. And
this is the first time we are talking with you this season, Coach. I mean, just talk about this Faulkton area team. I mean, if there was like one word to describe them, what is it and why?
I would say it's been inconsistent this year. You know, we're pretty young. We only have one senior and a lot of sophomores and juniors, and we haven't always been super consistent. And we're trying to find that, and we've kind of started playing really well here towards the end, and it's been some good practices and stuff like that. So, hoping tonight we put it all together.
You know, with playoffs too, Coach, I mean, anything can happen. What's kind of been your message to your team, especially going into a game like this where, you know, if you win, you get an opportunity on Tuesday to qualify for state?
Yeah, you know, I kind of went in after Tuesday night and told our guys there's no pressure on us. You know, all the pressure's on Sully Buttes tonight, and, you know, they came out and kind of handled us pretty easily the first time we played them, and that wasn't, you know, who we are as a team, and I just kind of tried to get that to them, that there's no pressure on us. So let's just go and have fun and play basketball tonight.
You know, speaking of Sully Buttes, talk about what do you know from them and kind of your approach tonight.
They're good. They play really good up-in-your-face defense, and we struggled with that a little bit the first game. We got a little scared, it seemed like, at times. We just didn't like it, and so we practiced against that a little bit more. We've done, you know, just a little bit more handling, and we're working on that, and they're a good basketball team.
Well, Coach, last question here. What's going to be the kind of the X factor for you guys to make it to that Stodax 16 game?
We got to handle the pressure, and we got to make some shots.
Perfect, Coach. Appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Big thanks to head coach Kyle Erland for taking some time here this evening to chat with us before today's contest. Do have one more interview to get to for you. It is head coach Brian White of the Sully Buttes Chargers. That is 60 seconds away on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, he's head coach Brian White of the Sully Buttes boys. And coach, I mean, you talked about not overlooking an opponent, and I think what better way that you guys showed it than missing 7-8 shots in the first half and hardly turning the basketball. I mean, everything that you guys could have done right, you guys did right on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, we started pretty well Tuesday night, and we played overall pretty well. So I thought we stayed focused, stayed in the game, and did the things we needed to. So to get us to this point, to give ourselves another opportunity. So now our job is tonight to give ourselves another opportunity.
You mentioned, I mean, you've been talking to this team about just locking in. I mean, it could be their last game, but I mean, just kind of talk about the last couple of practices. What have you kind of been working on with the guys, especially with a game coming up here tonight?
Just our defensive rotations and the things that we need to do to be ready to go is pretty much all we work on, and just doing the little things right and consistently, and hopefully it carries over.
You also get to play one more final home game tonight, Coach. I will get into the opponent in just a moment, but the fact that you can get as far as you can playing home games, I mean, first off, how cool is that moment that these seniors get another game, but also you get a huge home court advantage tonight, especially with what's on the line?
Yeah, it's always big to get home games, and this time of year you want to play at home, and that's why you work all season, so you get that opportunity, and it's awesome for these seniors, they get to play as many possible home games at home as they can, and that's pretty cool. So they've had some success here the last couple of years, and we hope we can keep it moving.
Well, Coach, let's talk about the opponent tonight. And in Faulkton area, first off, I mean, you guys, as far as team sports go, and football and basketball, have gone on it. I mean, talk about last season and now this season in football, and now you get to settle it one more time here on the hardwood against Faulkton area. Coach, talk about this Faulkton team and how you're approaching tonight.
Yeah, they're really athletic. We got athletes all over the place. Obviously, they've got a bunch of kids that are really good football players that play basketball too, and there's some good basketball players, and then there's some really good athletes. They're going to go 6'4", 6'4", 6'3", starting against us, and that size is going to be a little bit tough for us to match with at times. So we're going to have to be physical. We're going to have to do all those things right, and then we got to play with some pace and make this thing a little bit more of a basketball game than a football game, because if it's a football game, they're going to have the advantage underneath a little bit on us. So we're really going to have to fight. We're going to have to rebound. It's going to be a big key for us, is getting after it on the glass, and if we can do those things, we'll give ourselves opportunities to win.
You guys did play them here the last time you guys met in the regular season, and I mean, everything went well for you guys in that first game. How much do you take in that first game here tonight, or do you kind of maybe prepare for some other curveballs that they might throw at you guys tonight?
I don't really take anything from the last one. I mean, every single night you got to show up. We got to do what we got to do to go win a basketball game. No one's going to hand us anything. These guys are way too competitive of a group to lay anything down for us and just go through the motions. They're going to come out. They're going to compete like crazy, and we're going to have to match that intensity. So we got to really exceed that intensity. So for us to have an opportunity, I've said it all week, like, we can't listen to any of the rat poison. We can't have any of that stuff where we're worried about, well, you did this last time, because last time doesn't have any bearing on this game. So we're going to have to come out. We're going to have to play really well.
I know you want to rebound the basketball, play a good defense and everything, but what's going to be one key factor for you guys to get into that final 16 group on Tuesday?
It's really going to come down to how we defend and how we rebound the basketball, and then we got to take care of the basketball. So we do those three things, we're always in a basketball game, but really we're going to have to defend and rebound tonight to have an opportunity to win.
Coach, I appreciate your time, and best of luck tonight.
Thanks for covering us. We appreciate it.
Both teams are locked in, and they were open during the interview, but the focus right now of what is on the line for these two teams tonight is higher than it's been all season long. You win, you move to the SODAC 16. You lose, your season comes to a close. It'll be one game shy of a qualifying game, and if you qualify, you get 3 more games of basketball So there is quite a few games. I always tell the coaches, I have these many interviews left. So especially with with Coach Brian White, who we talk with every single game that they have. So he knows he's focused right now, but also head coach Kyle Earlham is also ready to go for his area Faulkton Trojans. We'll have a national anthem coming up here in just a few moments as well, and we will get you that starting lineup in that uniform report here in just a few moments here as we will get to that national anthem. And with that, we'll send it to the PA announcer.
Corporate sponsor, Billion Automotive, welcoming tonight's game between Faulkton area Trojans and the Sully Buttes Chargers. High school sports are a privilege to play, a privilege to watch, and a privilege that depends on good sportsmanship. We ask that you please support your team in a positive manner. Parents, please keep young children seated in the bleachers during the game for their safety and the viewing enjoyment of others. We ask that all spectators please use the trash cans located in each aisle. At this time, we ask that you please keep in mind the men and women of our armed forces as they stand guard around the world as we pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem by Isabel Kalhoff and Molly Mercer. You're reminded that proper respect to remove cover, stand at attention, and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform active duty personnel may salute the flag.
National anthem being done there, and it's now time for your uniform report as the Faulkton area Trojans going to be in their roadblocks tonight. They got white numbers, white lettering, trimmed eagle, vaulted across their uniforms with the spotted stripes on either side. Sully Buttes going to be their home white. Going to be the purple numbers, purple lettering, Sully Buttes on their uniforms, and they will have that thin stripe on either side. The Faulkton area Trojans, under the head coach of Kyle Earl, will look like this. It is number 4 is Coben Stark, a senior at 5'10 guard. He will be followed by number 24. It is Landon Dickoff, a junior standing at 6'3", I should say. It is Weston Sin, a sophomore at 6'3", wearing number 30. Number 24, Logan Nienbomber is a junior at 6'4" as well. So those are your starting 5 out there. We're going to make sure we got everybody out there as well. And we'll also get your starting lineup for the Sully Buttes Chargers at home for one final time this season. At number 3, it's a 6'3" freshman in Easton Moore. He'll be followed by the shooter at number 10, a 5'8" sophomore in Jet Yackley. It's the senior at number 15 at 6'1". It's Wesley Whitler. Number 20 is Gavin Colson, a 5'10" senior, and the senior at 6'2", number 44. It is going to be James Miles. And trying to make sure I got that last starter for you guys for Faulkton area is Spencer Mullis for the Faulkton area Trojans. And just like that, we are underway here. If in just a few moments, Coach Brian White, one final message for his Charger squad. 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. Standing in the center circle will be Landon Dickoff. He will take on Easton Moore. Winner goes to the Sodax 16 on Tuesday. Loser season will come a game short of the Sodax 16 qualifier. Region 6B semifinals on the way. Here we go. The opening tip is going to be controlled by the Faulkton area Trojans. They'll be going from left to right. Sully Buttes are going from, left to right. It's Faulkton going from right to left here to start this contest out. First opportunity for the Trojans. Dickoff will look to kick it out. He does to start. Goes into the paint. Matched up there by Colson in a man-to-man. Gets around Colson. High shot. He is going to be off the mark. It's going to be Wesley Whitler who will pick up the rebound. And first opportunity for the Sully Buttes Chargers quickly is going to be Jet Yackley on a three. Miles will get a rebound for a second chance. Whitler's triple is good. And just like that, the Chargers on the board first. They lead 3-0 on your Neck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for helping us tip this game off here. Back to the Trojans. They missed their first shot in their first possession here. They're on the near side now. Up top there is Bielis. He'll look to get a screen. He'll give it back now off to Stark. Stark will give it off. Almost a turnover there, but it's recovered by the Trojans. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to give it off there to Nine Bomber. It's going to be a turnover. First turnover for the Chargers, forcing it. And Jet Yackley will lay it up and in off the turnover. So the Chargers already 2 with 2 points off turnovers. And quickly, Faulkton area is going to go on the attack. And James Miles will foul, trying to go for the block. And it'll send the Trojans to the line. First time tonight we're seeing free throws. James Miles picks up foul number 1. That'll be the team's first as well. With 6:40 to go here in the opening quarter. This does send Bielis to the line. And the first free throw is good. This broadcast is brought to you by the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They do want to remind you to be responsible. Going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Final free throw here for Bielis to get a perfect trip. He does, and it's going to be 5-2 Sully Buttes with 6:39 to go. Yackley over the midcourt stripe now. Far side now makes his way to the top. He'll swing up to Whitler. Puts it on the deck. Goes all the way in. Trojan falls. Can't get the shot to go, but Miles picks up his second rebound. And looks to kick it out to Yackley. Swing it to Whitler. Wide open three. Can't cash in. Is it nearly wedges on the left side. And it's going to be a one and done for the Trojans. On the other end, it's a bucket layup there by Send. And it's a 1-point game for Sully Buttes. 5-4, 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Whitler the give in the post, and saving it there was Faulkton, and then Whitler will put it up, and he's going to get a 3-point opportunity. And Sim was trying to save it out of bounds and ended up going to Whitler. Had to struggle for a moment picking it up, and he's able to put it up and in, and a chance for a 3-point play. So the bucket's going to count, and this is a chance to make it a 4-point game. James Miles will check out with 5:54 to go. And Whitler looking to put the 3-point play in the net. Free throw up, good. It's 8-4. 5:54 to go in the opening quarter. Sully Buttes looking to make it to their second straight Sodax 16. Trojans have had that struggle of those second round games that they play. There's a pass now off there to Dickoff. He will lose it. It's going to be picked up by Colson. He really traveled with it, gives it off to Yackley, puts it on the deck once. They'll swing it around the arc. It's Whitler, triple, got it. And the Chargers starting off hot like they did against Highmore Herald, as they have made 3 straight threes. They're right now 2 of 4. I should say the 3 straight shots underneath is going to be good by Dickoff. He'll get his first bucket of the night. 11-6, Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Yackley on the far side. He'll get a screen from Moore. He'll look for the zip on the cut there. It's out of bounds, and he'll turn the basketball over to Faulkton area. Despite the snow, Faulkton area fans have pretty much packed their section here on the Marks Effner courts. a pretty packed house here, but still some room to find your seat here if you're just trying to get here. Send now. He'll get it up top to Dickoff. Was looking to swing it to the near side. Can't do so. Now he'll give it out there to Bielis. Bielis matched up by Colson. He'll put it on the deck once. Swing it out there for a triple there. That's going to be no good. And checking in for the first time is Bosley. And the shot's no good. It was Whitler on the rebound. Other end, Gavin Colson's shot is deflected. He's able to recover it for a rebound. And they'll give it off to Yackley. He'll float it up, no good. It's going to be Colson again who gets the rebound. Floats that one up, no good. Whitler going to try to get the rebound. Saves it off to Yackley. Pump fakes the three. Goes in. Zip it over to Colson. Mid-range jumper off the glass, no good. How about another chance for Wesley Whitler? And he'll be fouled after what was 3 straight misses. But it will put Wesley Whitler to the line, and will pick up his first personal foul. As I'm still trying to get all the rebounds caught up here for Sully Buttes here. As Whitler will fire the first free throw and get it to go in. Fast-paced start for the Sully Buttes Chargers in this first quarter. Whitler has already got 10 points on the night. He scored 10 of the 12. Only other bucket is from Jet Yackley. And that one's going to be good as well. 13-6. Student section on top of the stage. Illis will swing it over now to Bosley. He'll get it inside for a Sen. He'll spin around and will travel with it. That'll be the second turnover for the Trojans. With 3:54 to go. Honestly, trying to bring a little pressure. It's not much there. Yackley will jog his way over the midcourt stripe. 3:45 to play in the opening quarter. Yackley on top. Swing it to Whitler. How about another three? That one's going to miss everything off to the right and out of bounds with 3:38 to go. The Chargers right now have had 8 more shots than the Trojans in this first quarter. 11 shots to 3. Trojans have converted 2 of 3. Hillis will come to the near side. We'll give it off there now to Stark. Stark zips it inside for Dickoff, but can't secure the pass. It was last touch there by the Chargers. And Carson Miles will check in for Cooper Faulkton. 3:25 to go, 22 on the shot clock. As Whitler shoving Easton-Moore to his spot. Down goes to Stark. He'll give it off there to Bosley. Bosley zipping in there for Bomber. Was going the shot off the rubber. It's no good. A couple opportunities as Yackley will take it away there. Was looking to pass it off to, it was Colson. And then we're going to get a foul quickly on Gavin Colson. I apologize. Carson Miles will pick up the foul. His first, team's first. I will check out for Sen. And again, Chargers are expecting a different Faulkton area team here this Friday night. 13-6, 3:05 to go here in the opening quarter of the Region 6B playoffs. Winner season moves on, and losing it is going to be Millis. Just trying to wait for the offense to develop, and that'll be the fourth turnover. 4-1 turnover margin. Sully Buttes with the advantage right there so far. Did do a really great job with the turnovers. Had less than 10. Yackley's got a wide open three. He'll fire it, leave it short. Colson rebound. Will bounce pass off to Yackley. He'll go on the drive. Zip it out there to Miles. Miles on the drive. Looks for more. Does. Moore looking to get it off there to Miles. And it's going to be picked up there by Stark, maybe. Still on the floor. Picked up by Sen. He'll put up a shot. It's good. Chargers are trying to go quickly here. Whitler zip out. Colson, 3 on the fast pace possession. And it's going to be empty. This is a quick start to this contest. It is 13-8, 2:07 to play. Going to be taken away there by Gavin Colson. Colson all the way, but we'll get a whistle. And 2 free throws coming up here with 2:01 to play. And that is the start of this one. Trying to just catch my breath here. Second team foul on Faulkton area. It will be given off there to Corbin Stark. And it's going to be Gavin Colson trying to be the third Charger in the scores column tonight. And the first one will rattle in and out. Faulkton will check in for Miles. All the starters besides Falkenhagen in there for Sully Buttes. Colson to go 1 of 2. Will leave the second one short as well. Sen will get the rebound. And Faulkton area will maybe slow it down. Millis has it, backs it up, gives it off to Dickoff. He'll dribble it once. It's rejected there by Easton Moore, but a foul will be called first. So Easton Moore picks up his first personal. That will be the team's third of the quarter. Making sure we're caught up on our fouls here. And the first free throw there by Dickoff is no good, and it will stay at 13-8. And now we got a official stoppage, and there looks like they're checking on Jay Yackley for something. Carson Miles was getting set to check in, but let's see. Looks like they're just going to put some. Oh, there's must be something on the uniform that had to cause the stoppage. So we got one free throw with 1:50 to go. 13-8. Dickoff to make it 13-9. Can't do so. Wesley Whitler rebound. He's already got 11 points and 4 rebounds. As Yackley has it on the near side. Matched up in the man-to-man defense by Faulkton area. Now to Whitler. Whitler zip it over to Colson near wing. Now give it off to Moore on the near corner. 1:36 to go. Moore drives in, spin, makes a move. Nice pass off to Whitler for the cut in the pockets. Saw Whitler on the backdoor cut. He made the perfect pass in between the defense and got the 2 points. He's got 13 as Wesley Whitler. Assist by Easton Moore. Bosley 3, no good. Nealis gets the rebound, trying to save it. And it's picked up by Cooper Falkenhagen. Got 1:10 to go. Whitler going to fire another 3. Hits the back iron. Yackley rebound for second chance. Gives it off to Whitler, and that bucket's good. And timeout going to be spent by the Trojans. It's a 17-8 score right now. As Wesley Whitler's 15 points right now gives the Chargers a 9-point advantage. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And the Sully County Sheriff's Office does want to remind you to be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message for the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Big thanks to Emma back in the studio. We have a big thanks to Cash stepping in for Jeremy tonight. How are you feeling, Cash? Easy so far? And he's giving me the thumbs up. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that as a positive thing. Jeremy, I know you're paying attention. Wishing you a speedy recovery. We're coming out of the timeout by Faulkton area. They are down to 4 now. Exactly a minute to go. Faulkton area with it. They'll get it over the big court. Trimulis will make his way to the near side. Now give it off to Stark. He'll drive. Baseline. Off to Sen. Goes up with it. Going to be a little bit off. And it's going to be Stark with the rebound, but we're going to whistle on a foul. And the foul going to be assessed there to Wesley Whitler. And to tell you, the night he's having already is Whitler will already has run out of stats room on my stat sheets. And he will check out along with Easton Moore. It is going to be Bretton Barber and Carson Miles. As the Trojans have it, the shot clock did reset. It's separated by 9. Stark at the top. He'll make his way far side now in the arc. He'll look to put up a shot off the glass. No good. And it's going to be Cooper Falkenhagen getting the rebound. Shot clock turned off. 25 seconds to go. Yackley. Make his way to the near side. Chargers, normally they'll look to hold it for the final shot. Colson will put it on the deck. Swing it over to Miles. Back to Yackley. And now it looks like the Chargers will hold it. 10 seconds to go. Yackley At the top, 6 seconds. Colson sets the screen, gives it off to Colson. Now to Miles. Miles drives in, puts up the shot with 2 to go, and he puts it in! Last second shot goes in, and the Chargers are up 19-8 after 1 quarter. We're back in 60 seconds for the second quarter. Coming up next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Starting 5 for both teams out there to start the second quarter here is Wybridge Go with you, Cash behind the camera, and Emma back in the studios. We're underway. Second quarter as the Chargers lead 19-8 behind a 15-point start for Wesley Whitler as he'll miss that shot. Rebound is picked up there by Corbin Stark as he climbed the ladder for that one. Stark is on the far wing. He'll pass it off there now to Omonimus as he's actually the non-starter who is aimed for Faulkton area. You got Bomber back now there to Martin Moss. Off the top. Looks. Picks up his dribbles. Got to give it off. Does give it off to Mealis. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be Mealis at the top. And we're going to get an offensive foul. Going to be assessed to Landon Dickoff. And he'll give the basketball to the Chargers on the foul. And that'll be just his first of the night. First team foul of the quarter, and we're going to see Niner Bomber check out, and check it in is going to be Weston Sen. Ackley will make it over the midcourt stripe now. He'll hand off there down to Colson. Colson will swing it now to Whitler. He'll go on the drive. He'll spin, kick out. He'll swing it around the arc. Ackley on the drive. Looks to pass it off there to James Miles. It looked like it was got a deflection steal. Here is Dickoff. Goes all the way with it, and Dickoff will pick his up the second personal foul. Looked like he was a little bit off the arm, and he picks up back-to-back fouls. And Dickoff will check out, and check it in will be Bosley with 7 minutes to go. Ackley, passed up there by Martin Moss. Will get it over the midcourt stripe with 6:52 to go. 19-8 your score. Back to Whitler. Whitler, 3, far side, clanks off the iron, and it will go all the way there for Bosley. On the miss 3 by Sully Buttes. Then it's taken away by Easton Moore. Ackley going to try to push the pace. He'll spin, pass it off to Moore. At the top, does he get the payoff? He does. Easton Moore with the steal, pays it off with a triple. 22-8, and it's another Faulkton area foul. That's the third offensive foul on Faulkton area. And they have turned the basketball over now 8 times tonight. Now the Chargers will take those. Again, physicality right now, maybe not going the way of the Trojans. Yackley going to try and pay that shot off with a 3. No good. Faulkton, hey, a rebound, puts it back up and in. 24-8. Sully Buttes on an 11-0 run since the end of the first. Drive. Bosley, here's a give now to Sin. Spins in the paint, puts up the shot, and he'll be fouled. Is Sin, he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. It'll be the 5th and 6th free throws for Faulkton area. And it's the first trip for Weston Sin tonight. With 5:50 to go, foul on Cooper Falkenhagen, picks up his first. And that will be the team's first of the quarter as well. Free throw up and no good. Get one more. 5:50 to go, 24-8. And it will stay 24-8. Second free throw, no good. Whitler will be credited for the rebound as Falkenhagen saw Whitler come in, just said take that rebound. He's got 5 as Whitler. Whitler drives in, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Faulkton area is going to get it back. .539 to play as Faulkton area gets it back on the tie-up. Whitler was going on the drive, and Faulkton area was able to get the tie up there, and the arrow will go back to Sully Buttes if another jump ball occurs. Here's a triple from Stark. That one is up, no good. Whitler another rebound. And Faulkton area has missed their last 3 shots. Colson, though, with a 3. Nuts, no good, and going to be rebounded there by Bosley. Right now, Sully Buttes, 3 of 9 from three-point land. They've had some of those stretches where they just can't make anything from 3. Stark, though, is going to float it for an easy 2. Yackley fell to the deck and couldn't recover in time, and Stark has his first points of the night. 4:47 to go. It is Sully Buttes 24, Faulkton area 10. Colson has to pick up his dribble. Stark was closing in. He'll give it off now to Moore. Moore on for someone to come get it. He looks, spin in the paint, floats it up off the iron. No good. Who can get the rebound? Still playing hot potato, and it's going to be picked up there by Bosley. Quickly ease Mulemis on the glass and good. Spencer Mulemis has 4, and now it's the Faulkton area Trojans who snap an 11-0 run. They're on a now 4-0 run. Yackley at the midcourt circle. He'll bounce pass off to Colson as we're nearing the midway point of the second. Whitler spins, puts up the shot, got it to go in. 26-12, 3:55 to go in the opening half. There's a pass inside of Nealis. Bounce pass off to Sid. Didn't even see or even looked his direction and got it to go in. Is Weston Sin. That was a nice pass there by Nealis. Really trying to look one way. Didn't catch the corner of the eye and got that pass off. 26-14. Drive by Yackley. Floater is up and good. Taking out 28-14. Back and forth now we go. It is a 14-point game. Timeout spent by the Trojans with 3:23 to go. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 60. 3:23 to go. Sully Buttes on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Lead this one 28-14. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
3:23 to go. It was a timeout taken by the Trojans. With 3:23 to go, Sully Buttes 28. It needs Faulkton area 14. Is back into the contest is Landon Dickoff. He checks in with 2 fouls. He got those in back-to-back possessions. Stark has it at the top for Faulkton. He'll look to go all the way in. Spins, looks, skip pass over there to Bosley. Bosley will fire a triple. It's splashed in from three-point land. That is the first three of the night for Faulkton area. It's 28-17, and just like that, Faulkton area is starting to slowly climb back. Here's Colson. Hand off to Whitler, trying to answer with a three of their own. It's in and out. Great looking shot, just does not go in. And now Faulkton area trying to pick up the pace. Stark at the top. It's Carson Miles, James Miles. Got Gavin Colson, Easton Moore, Wesley Whitler, the 5 in for Faulkton area. Jet Yackley gets the quick rest. He's going to get set to check back in. Swatted away there by Moore, and calling on the floor. They're going to say this is Sully Buttes basketball. As the Faulkton fans are not a fan of that one, and now the Faulkton side bench is going to be like, hey, what's up? Let's get this right. What Joel is saying, asking for the official discussion. From our vantage point, it looked like Sully Buttes Sully Buttes were the last one to touch it, and they won't change the call. Just saying from my vantage point, that might be the right call, but again, that's why we're not the people in stripes, so that's why we're behind the headsets. So Faulkton area is going to get back with 2:35 to go. Shot clock is at 17, though. Sen has it underneath, and he'll get the easy bucket. So the outcry there from the Trojans pays off as they got two. 28-19. It's a 9-point game. Whitler on the baseline drive. He'll look to kick out there to Moore. Moore will put it on the deck. Looks, spins, makes a move out there to Yackley. Yackley back to Moore. Fires a three. It's good. Easton Moore trifecta. He's got 2 threes here in the quarter. It's 31-19. Back to a 12-point game. And Whitler will pick up a foul. Trying to go for the reach there, and will be credited with his second right in front of the official, and Carson Miles will check in for Wesley Whitler. $1:57 to go in the half. Lincoln Now Construction Hawaii Grain halftime show is coming up here in just a few moments. Bosley has it. He'll make his way to the top. Now he'll spin in the paint. Looks to dish it off to Bekoff. Couldn't secure the pass. Moore tries to save it before losing it. And it's going to be taken away. Carson Miles layup got it to go in. It's ball movement, fast break. Pays off. 33-19. 1:33 to go underneath is Sen. Sen puts it up. Kind of an awkward shot. Couldn't get it to go. And you got a couple of players falling through the deck. And they're going to say Faulkton area basketball. Cooper Faulkton will check in. Unofficially, Faulkton area has shot 71% from the field here in this second quarter. 1:27 to go. Lewis, bounce pass off there now to Marmas. We'll give it back up top to Stark. 1:19 to go. Shot clock at 25. Stark, pass, Sen, mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go as it hits off the iron. Lewis gets it in the paint. Off to Sen, it's off the glass and good. Lewis gets the rebound and pays off with a deuce there from Weston Sen. And it's now 33-21. Carson Miles out about a three. Now he'll hand it off there to Jet Yackley. Yackley was looking to pass it off to Cooper Faulkton, but went a little too far was Faulkton, and I'll turn the basketball over for the 5th time for Sully Buttes. 50.3 to go. Faulkton area was down 19-8. Right now face a 12-point deficit. Stark, three, got it. Does a quick pass over from Lewis to Stark. The triple is good, and now it's back to a single-digit lead for Sully Buttes. His lead's been 16. Chargers can't hold for the final shot. Shot clock turned off with 20 to play. Yackley looking. He'll back his way up. Sully Buttes fans thinking a little too much contact there. Get some separation. Yackley will make his way. Now they'll go It's 8 seconds. Yackley spins. Give it off to Colson. 3 is up with 3 to go. No good. And that will end the first half of play. Good-looking shot, but just couldn't get it to go in. And we have played one half of basketball. And that's an entertaining half, we'll say the least. It is right now the Sully Buttes leading 33-24 in this Region 6B playoff game. Here in just a moment, we have your Lincoln Down Construction halftime show. And also coming up will be your Student Council report, brought to you by Brett Spray Service. And also, make sure I don't forget, also the Student Council report, Don's Food Center. That's coming up in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
Score right now is 33-24 on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. It is your halftime show brought to you by Lincoln Down Construction in Oahe Grain. As Tommy joins me. Tommy, you got me right. I know I'll talk a little bit quieter, but how are you doing today? How are you doing today, Tommy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It seems like the student section's pretty loud over there. I mean, did you guys come out with this like whiteout theme like right away, or how did the whiteout theme?
Well, actually, so we just wanted to make sure everybody was going to follow the theme, and if we go something crazy, there are some kids that go all out and some that just don't dress up, so we figured whiteout would work.
That is fair. Tommy, what is your role with Student Council?
I am the reporter, so I will be posting about what we are doing throughout the year.
And speaking of what you guys are doing throughout the year, let's focus on the week, because I think a year has been just too much for my mind right now. But Tommy, just let us know what's going on with Sully Buttes, just Sully Buttes High School or Sully Buttes Athletics going on.
Well, tomorrow we have middle school all-state band in Mitchell. On Monday, March 9th, we have National Honor Society supper meeting at 6 o'clock and the school board meeting at 6:30. Tuesday, March 10th, we have FFA judging in Huron with high school boys Sodak 16 basketball. On Wednesday, we have the last day of the third quarter and middle school AC Olympics at Bennett County. Thursday, March 12th, Girls State B tournament and all state juniors are taking the ACT exam at school. And then finally on Friday, March 13th, we have breakfast with buddies at 7:45 a.m. in the cafeteria.
Well, that is all what's going on. Did you say ACT test already?
Yes, we are taking it on the 12th.
Are you one of those participants in the ACT test coming up?
I am, yes.
I will, I wish you best of luck in that. I know the process. I'm sure it's a very fun process. But Tommy joining us here on our Student Council report. Tommy, is there anything else going on that maybe people should be aware of, or anything that our listeners should know what's going on with Sully Buttes?
Gosh, not that I know of.
Well, Tommy, I appreciate you taking some time. I know you had to make your way up here, and now you got to figure out how to get back into the student section. But thanks for taking some time here and let us know what's going on with Sully Buttes High School.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Tommy here, and a big thanks to her. I'll take that mic from you, and you can take that paper if you want, or I can take it. It don't matter. One of us will have it. But big thanks to Tommy. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll get you the halftime stats next.
With
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Big thanks to Tommy for jumping up here and letting us know what's going on with the school district here for Sully Buttes. And your halftime or student council report brought to you by Brett's Spray Service and Don's Food Center. Big thanks for them letting us know what's going on here as well. And now it's your Lincoln Out Construction Hawaii Grain halftime show, letting us know what happened in the first half. And real quickly here, before we get too far, the Chargers did get outscored in the second 16-4, but they outscored in the first at 19-8. And right now, Wesley Whitler doing he scored over half the points so far. He's got 17 of the 33 so far. But let's get to the team stats. No lead changes yet. No ties have occurred. However, it is 9 turnovers for the Faulkton area Trojans. Chargers doing a good job this 5, even though the game has gone really fast so far in this one. 4 of 11 from three-point land, 13 of 27 of the Chargers from the field, and 3 of 5 from the charity stripe so far. As for the Trojans, 10 of 18 from the field. They're at 56%. Really, a lot of it is either turnovers or the Chargers are taking it away. I mean, that's the same thing, but that's just what's been happening. The Faulkton area, they're not really getting many chances from the field. They are 2 of 3 from three-point land and 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. Quickly with some individual numbers for the Trojans, they're led by Weston Sin with 10 points so far in the contest. Spencer Mielis with 4. You got Corbin Stark with 5. And Landon Dickhoff with 2. Chargers are led by Wesley Whitler. He's got 17 points and 6 rebounds in the contest so far. Cooper Falkenhagen with 2 points and 2 rebounds. James Miles with 2 rebounds so far. Jet Yackley and Carson Miles each with 4 apiece. And Easton Moore with 6 as well. We'll take a 90-second timeout. When we come back in 90 seconds, we'll get you some updates from around the state as we continue your Lake and Out Construction Hawaii Grain halftime show next.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Getting you wrapped up here on your Lake and Out Construction Hawaii Grain halftime show. Let's get you some updates from around the state in Region 6B. Gettysburg leads Ipswich right now 32-26 at the end of the first half. That is actually taking place in Ipswich. Kadoga area up by 3, 30-27 over White River. It is Timberlake up 32-19 over Faith. Dupree is up on Harding County right now 22-15 the start of the second. Wabi Summit is leading 21-26 over Leola Frederick area at the end of the first half. In Warner is ahead 33-22 over Aberdeen Christian. I mentioned Warner being one of those spoilers, and right now Aberdeen Christian, who is one of the top teams in Class B, and if I'm not mistaken, they are 5th in the standings. So if that holds up and the Chargers hold up, that means now they can jump 3 spots in the Class B standings, because you'll know at least, I should say, the first 8 that are going to be in is games are going to be postponed. There's some games postponed until Saturday, but the fact that it's Warner who is kind of once again playing spoilers on teams here once again, as they did play spoilers to the Sully Buttes Chargers. They're going on a big winning streak, and they're trying to avoid that coming up here with Faulkton area. But yeah, if that score holds up and the Chargers hold up their end, that's 3 spots they can move up. So instead of 10, they would be 7. They can at least get to the 8 here tonight. Third quarter is underway here from the Mark Sefter courts. Chargers do get the opening opportunity here in the second half, as Yackley has it at the top. He'll put it on the deck once over to Whitler. Whitler swings it over now to Gavin Colson. He'll go on the drive left side, leaves it short, and Sen will get the rebound. Sen is having a big night right now. He's only doing a lot of the scoring here for Faulkton area. He's got 10 of the 24. Chargers, though, have 5 in the scorer's book, and that's going to be a taken away there by Gavin Colson. Tries to get around Mullis. He does. He picks up his dribble, hands it off there to Whitler. Whitler going to try to get around the defense and just whipping it away, but taken away back by Moore. Will give the Chargers the buckets. And Easton Moore with his first points inside the arc tonight. It's a 35-24 game. Minute gone by. Winner goes to the Sodak 16. Loser season will come to a close. Sen, skip pass over to Milas. He'll fire a triple on the way. That's going to be no good. A fight for the rebound by 2 Trojans ends up in the hands of Wesley Whitler. And Whitler going to go on the attack. Kick out there to Colson. 3 is no good. It's out of bounds. It's last touch by James Miles. 6:40 to go in the third. 35-24. Sully Buttes the number 1 seed. As the top 4 seeds are in the final game of Region 6B to find their representatives. Gives it off to Dickoff there from Euless. It's good. And Faulkton area is back in the scores column. Both teams have scored 2 apiece, 35-26. And James Miles can't secure the pass. And that will turn it over. So Sully Buttes will turn it over for the 6th time here tonight. As you know, these 2 teams have gone at it. Again, Faulkton area ended the Sully Buttes football season, even though they beat them in the regular season. Shot there by Stark, no good. Second chance rebound as Yackley gets the save. It's going to be given there to Bosley. Bosley underneath to Dickoff and can't get the shot to go in. And Wesley Whitler will stretch for that rebound. Cooper Faulkton will get set to check in on the next stoppage. Yackley will fire a 3 from the near side. Will miss everything. Miles is trying to get around a defender to save it, and it's going to be no good. Chargers are 4 of 13 from 3-point land. We'll see Marmas check in for Dickoff. As the Faulkton area Trojans did not have their starting 5 out there for the second half. Bosley and Artemis were the 2 that checked in to start the second half. Stark will make his way to the top. He'll zip it inside to Sim. Sim out there to Martimus. Now back to start. Back to Martimus. He puts it on the deck. Goes through between the defense. He'll put up a shot with 11 on the shot clock, and he'll be fouled. So now here's where the advantage for Sully Buttes will come in as far as that student section. 5:05 to go. Foul going to be on Gavin Colson. He'll pick up his first of the night, team's first. Martimus, who's looking to get in the scores table tonight. Can't do so on the first shot. And we'll have one more. Got a few rows up for that student section. Again, the final time that Sully Buttes will be home all season long. Second free throw. That's no good. Faulkton will get the rebound. As he'll give it off there to Whitler. He'll push the pace. Right now it's a 3-on-3. He's going to go on the attack. Whitler, jump stop, puts up the shot, falls to the floor. And it's going to be a foul, and Wesley Whitler will make his way to the line. I believe they're going to get Nealness on the foul. That will be the case. That'll be his second with 4:55 to go. And first free throw is good. It looks like we got Mini Benny the Bull, with the popcorn throwing. You see the popcorn getting thrown there for just a moment. Got a little Mini Benny, Benny the Bull, right? The mascot that throws the popcorn. That's exactly what it reminded me of. Second free throw from Whitler. That one's good. I'm getting way too distracted while thinking about the Chicago Bulls mascot there for a moment with the flying popcorn. But back to the action here. 37-26 your score. As we got a pass looking inside for Dickoff, and the Chargers will turn it over with 4:43 to go. And Sen will check in here. Checking out will be Martimus. And now we'll go to Yackley. Yackley over the midcourt stripe. He'll spin. Go his way now to the far side. Yackley feed inside to Moore. Moore will kick back out to Yackley. Wide open three is up. It's left short though. Falling to the floor is Faulkton. It's going to be picked up there by Stark. Stark after the miss. Three there from Sully Buttes. Will look to drive and kick it out, and we're going to get a foul. And now they're going to give the foul off there to Jay Yackley, and Coach White not happy about that call. Neither some Sully Buttes fans. But either way, they're going to say this is on the shot, so that's where the frustration came from. And so now Faulkton, you're going to convert some free throws here. So the first one is good. It's a 10-point game. And we'll get one more final free throw. That one also good. So it's a perfect trip there for Corbin Stark. He's got 7 in the contest. Yackley will swing it over now to Colson at the top. Colson now back to Moore. Moore takes a good one way. He'll go into the paint. Moore looks, continues to look. And timeout going to be spent by Coach Brian White with 4 minutes to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it here because, we got to thank the Sully County Sheriff's Office because they do want to remind you to be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility of whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 4 minutes to go. 9-point game. 37-28. With the season on the line once again between these two schools. Sully Buttes will have it on the baseline. That was their first timeout, taking head coach Brian White. With 4 minutes to go. Moore will trigger it in. Inbound will go to Wesley Whitler. They'll skip pass over to Faulkton. Faulkton looks back now to Moore. Now we'll swing it to Colson. They'll swing it around the arc now. Yackley goes on the drive, had a lane, floats it up, hits the back iron. Rebound is going to be ripped away there by Bosley. After the missed shot, and then Colson puts his arm up, gets the turnover. Didn't even see the basketball coming. Yackley three, in and out. Colson, though, will put it back up and in. Gavin Colson with a second half hot start. It sends the lead back up to 11. Whitler has that steal, but it's courtesy of Gavin Colson. Whitler on the way. He is up and gets the three-point opportunity as he gets the bucket to go in. Now going to be on Bosley, who will pick up his first. And Wesley Whitler with a chance for a three-point play, and he had to take an extra moment there as he had quite a bit of contact. Three-point play is good for Wesley Whitler. Have yourself a day, Wesley Whitler. You have 22 points and 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Bosley will put it on the deck. He'll go into the paint, trying to create some separation. Now a little bit of a slip as Sully Buttes fans are asking for the travel. There's a skip pass over to Bosley. 3 is up. It's no good. Mielomis will get the rebound for a second chance. He'll back his way to the top of the arc. Bosley bounce pass inside to Sen. Puts it up. It's good. It's Sen with 12 points on the night. 42-30. James Miles will get set to check in on the next stoppage. Faulkton up top to Colson. There's a give now to Yackley. Yackley will swing it up top to Whitler. Has a 3, fires a 3. Can't get the 3 to go in, and Dickoff will get the rebound. Chargers have not converted a 3 in this quarter so far. It's Bosley once again. Matched up there by Whitler in a man-to-man defense. Spins around and gets around Whitler. And gets the 2 points to go in. Bosley has got his second bucket of the night. He's got 5. Colson puts on the deck. He'll get it off there now to Whitler. Whitler tries to back his way in. He'll be fouled. And Early's not thrilled about that one. That'll be the third team foul on Faulkton area. Third one on Sen. And once again, Wesley Whitler, who has gotten the majority of his points here from the foul stripe, will continue to add on. He's got 23. $1:55 to go. Final free throw here for Whitler as Miles will check in for Falkenhagen. And the free throw, count it. Good there by Wesley Whitler. Chargers are 8 of 10. This will swing it out to Stark. He'll look for the inside give to Sen, and James Miles will pick up the foul. As he trying to reach around and trying to get past Sen, and Carson Miles will check out. Brenton Barber going to get set to check in now. And he'll check in for Wesley Whitler. .146 to go. 44-32. Sully Buttes up. Inbound was reached out there by Moore, and he's able to keep it in bounds, and then you're going to get a foul. As maybe Moore was just going to be okay letting that run out, but he reached out for it and kept it in play. And the Trojans will turn it over. And Wesley Whitler will get a quick rest there, as he is now back in. 1:43 to go. Inbound goes to Moore, now to Whitler. Whitler, he'll dribble it, set himself up for a 3. That one's no good. Apparently, it's just the other side on the court that's not really letting the 3s be favorable for them. He'll miss. Nice pass there for Dickoff. Didn't even see that pass coming in. And Dickoff has got now 6 in the contest. Back to a 10-point game, 44-34. Yackley on the drive, mid-range, pull-up, got it. Making 46-34. Final minute here of the third. As we're going to get a foul call on Sully Buttes. Moore was going for the reach, then falling to the floor was Mielomis. And probably got the official to give the call like that. So it's going to be Moore who picks up his second. And both teams now with 4 fouls apiece. Stark to inbound. Inbound will go to Bosley. Bosley will zip it inside to Sed. Spins, puts up the shot, leaves it short. Rebound by Wesley Whitler. Whitler will pass it off to Yackley. 3, up, get bets. Jet Yackley, a triple, makes it now 49-34, 15-point lead. Biggest lead's been 16 in the contest so far. Up top, Bosley, give it off to Stan, pass inside to Mielmus. He's underneath the basket. He'll give it back to Bosley with a triple. Can't get the shot to go in. Running down the rebound was Dickoff for a second chance. Shot clock still on. 10 seconds. Didn't even hit the rim. 16 on the game clock. Sitting underneath. They got it to go in. He got away with a foul there as Wesley Whitler will have it now. 8 seconds to go. Whitler with 3. Whitler drives in. Looks to give it off and will turn it over at the end of the third. And a shot that was thrown 3/4 court. And it's not going to be good. And we played 3/4 of basketball. Sully Buttes, 49. Here's Faulkton area, 36. We still got a fourth quarter to play. And decide who's going to make it to the Sodax 16. That's next in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
8 minutes to go. Decide who is going to go to the Sodax 16. Whose season will come to a close on Friday night here in Oneida. Chargers are up by 13 at 49-36. And the final 8 minutes are underway here. Wyatt Bridgeko with you. Cash behind the camera, and we'll start this quarter off with a foul as Emma's back in the studio. Helping us with our radio side of things is Jet Yackley will pick up his second personal foul. And that will send Artemas to the line to shoot a pair. Free throw. He's no good. Be a good citizen. Help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Final free throw. 7:46. This to cut it to within 12. And the second one's no good. Reach for the rebound is Wesley Whitler and Easton Moore. Is Whitler, because he has it, that'll make it a double-double night for Whitler. 24 points, 10 rebounds. Brenton Barber going to get set to check in as Whitler will fire a floater. No good. Gets his own rebound underneath. Can't get the second chance to go. And a couple of buckets and no points to account for. Sends it the one who ends up with it. Stark at the top. Spins and gives it off there to Mielmus with 7:18 to go. Here's a drive by Bosley. Dish off there to Sen, and a high arcing two is good. 11-point game. 7:07 to go. Whitler on the near wing. He'll hand it off to Yackley. Yackley looks. Oh, give it off now to Colson. Now to Moore. Back to Whitler. 50 on the shot clock. Coach White directing some traffic. Whitler zip it over there to Moore. He'll fire a three. It's going to be off of the back iron. And no good. Rebound will go to Bosley. Bosley will pass it off to Mielmus. He was looking there for Marmas on the cut, but couldn't get the pass there, and it's a turnover. And a timeout spent by the Chargers with 6:29 to go. Full timeout. And we will step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
Get you some updates and scores from around the state for Class B, and a game that we were kind of maybe talking about of a team that, you know, could pull off an upset if they were. It is Warner up 41-39 over Aberdeen Christian right now. That is with 3 minutes left to go in the third. We got a tie with a minute to go in the third between Leona Frederick and Wabi Summit. Other games, Timberlake up 39-28 over Faith in the third. Gettysburg is now trailing Ipswich 49-40 as the fourth quarter will start in that one. And White River is now trailing 40-39 in the third. Dupree up 54-42 over Harding County. Colson will inbound it. Inbound will go to Jet Yackley with 6:29 to go. As both teams have really just stuck with their man-to-man defense all night. Colson now in the corner. He will give it off to Moore. There's a swing to Yackley. Yackley bounce pass feed into Whitler in the paint. Looks, spins, makes a move. Can't get the shot to go. And they're going to say it's off the arm of Wesley Whitler. .609 to go. Again, representing the region of 6B, Minnesota at 16 on Tuesdays on the line. Dickoff has it. He'll put it on the deck once. Handoff there to Stark. Stark looks, gives it back to Dickoff. Shot is blocked there by Moore and saves it off there for Jet Yackley. And Yackley picks up the dribble, now gives it off to Moore, and then you're going to get a foul on the reach by Bosley. So there's your one of 4 fouls to give, as those are going to be important down the stretch. 49-38. Yackley over the midcourt stripe. Almost looked like he got himself on it with the angle. Whitler open underneath. Gets 2 men to jump. He puts it up. That's good. Make it 51-38. 5:24 to go. Bosley to dig off. He'll go in and another foul. So we have foul on Wesley Whitler. He'll pick up his third of the contest. Clayton Barber will check out. Cooper Falkenhagen is in. Inbound to Sen. It's Stark underneath. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound. Martimus to Sen. Back out there for Bosley. Triple. No good. And Whitler gets another rebound. It's Easton. Moore. That's no good. Yilmas is the one who's credited for the rebound there. Is a couple more rebounds for Faulkton area that we got to count for in just a moment. Rebounds are near even at 22-20. Here's a three there, no good. And Wesley Whitler, another rebound. 26 points, 13 rebounds is for Wesley Whitler in this one. Yackley has it. All about driving in. Give it off there to Colson. Back down to Yackley. Yackley will swing it off to Whitler. 15 on the shot clock with 4:26 on the game clock. There's Yackley again. Yackley was looking for the pass for Whitler, went one direction, and then the pass went the other way. And the Chargers will turn it over for just the 7th time tonight. 4:10 to play. I apologize. It's 4:10 to play. Yilmas matched up by Colson. There's the switch defensively. Yilmas will pick it up, give it off there to Martimus. Now to Stark. Stark goes behind the back, and you'll get a foul on Gavin Colson. Colson trying to get the reach there, and that'll be his second. And Landon Dickoff will check back in. Bosley will check out, or Noah Stenton will check out. And Barber will get set to check in. And Barber will check out for Faulkton. 3:59 to go as we have passed the midway point of the fourth quarter. Chargers trying to hold on to their 13-point lead. Bosley off the top, gives it off to Landon Dickoff. He'll drive in and he'll travel with it. Student fans saw that one from a mile away, and that will be the 15th turnover by Faulkton area. As Wesley Whitler will trigger it in, we'll get Sen to check back in as well. Artemis will check out with 3:46 to play. Whitler inbound, looking, gotta beat the count, and timeout going to be spent by head coach Brian White with 3:46 to go. A quick 30-second timeout, and see if we can maybe get some more updates from around the state. Tomorrow on KCCR, we'll have the Superior Governor boys. Is the Huron, our sister station in Huron, going to have the call for that one, but we'll have that simulcasted on KCCR radio. As also should be in action tonight is girls Pure girls should be in action tonight. As I'm going to try to find a score for you. A final in that one, 77-44 is the final. So the Pure girls season will come to a close. And the boys Pure Governors going to try to make it as a 14 seed. 3:46 to play after the timeout by Sully Buttes. Inbound, we'll go to Whitler. As the Faulkton area Trojans know that time is now going to start going against Hillman. You got to wonder if the Chargers will start working the clock here. Olsen will look to pass it back to Whitler. It's a out of bounds, poked that way from the Trojans. Ipswich and Gettysburg are now within a point. That is a 49-48 lead for Ipswich. Whitler in the paint. Kick it out to Moore. Bounce pass off to Colson. Colson, drive, paint, puts it up, hits the back iron. Too strong on the shot. And that's going to be rebounded there by Dickoff. There's a drive there by Bosley. Now we'll give it back off to Dickoff. There's the shot's no good. Sen will rebound it and put it back up and in. Weston Sen is really doing all the scoring here for the Faulkton area Trojans. He's got 18 of the 40. 11-point game, under 3 to play. Yackley at the top, and you can just see that the Chargers are definitely wanting to work the clock. They are working the offense, but they're not really setting things. Coach White really kind of telling them when to go. It's 10 on the shot clock. You have Colson off to Whitler. Whitler drive with 2:38. With 3 on the shot clock. Kick out. Barber, who doesn't normally shoot a 3, can't get the 3 to go. And it's going to be rebounded there by Bosley. Everybody was anticipating that one from Brenton Barber. Underneath, shot no good as Brenton Barber will get the rebound. Big contributor on the defensive side. Get a rebound there when there was 2 Trojans underneath. Then we'll get a foul. Got 1 or 2 when the Trojans will start utilizing. Now they got 2 fouls to give. Yeah, timeout going to be spent by the Trojans. Foul going to be given off there to Bosley. He's got his 3rd. With 2:09 to play, it is the Sully Buttes Chargers 51, Faulkton area 40, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, we mentioned Ipswich and Gettysburg. That is now tied at 53s, as Gettysburg is the number 3 seed against Ipswich. Other games, White River and Canoga area, they are also going back and forth. That is the start of the 4th with a 43-42 contest in favor of White River. Warner is up 48-44 over Aberdeen Christian. And again, if Aberdeen falls, Sully Buttes can now jump 3 spots. They are going to for sure jump 2 tonight and tomorrow, because of the results of some region games between 2B and 4B. 2:09 to play. Inbound goes to Whitler. Shot clock does reset, so the Chargers will start working it again. Yackley on the interlocking SB logo at the midcourt. We'll pass off there to Whitler. Whitler back to Yackley. We'll hand it back to Whitler. As Coach Earlham is saying, we gotta get something here. Coach White is saying stay strong, and that will be a foul on Faulkton area. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And that was the second to last foul they could give, and that will be Bosley picking up his fourth. 1:46 to go. Colson inbound to Whitler with the shot clock reset, and now it's going to be the foul game from here on out. With 1:44 to go, and he's not free throws, but the next foul will put the Chargers in bonus. Full court pressure. 51-40 with 1:44 to go. And that will be the final foul to give. So we'll put Jay Yackley to the line, and we'll have the longest 1:42 in basketball of the season. Barnabas will pick up his first foul. Two rival schools. As Jay Yackley will fire the first, and got to go in. Just making it more difficult for Ipswich, or excuse me, Faulkton area. Speaking of Ipswich, that is a 53-53 game. 52-40, final free throw. It's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Mielmus. Mielmus, rebound. The reverse is good. Timeout by Faulkton area. As the bucket will go in, making it back to a 10-point game. As they give that points there to Bosley. And Bosley picks up his .6 and 7th there on the night. And that is some insane core skills that were just right there as somebody was reaching for a toy there, it looks like. And now it just feels like that's a game for somebody. But 1:35 to go. Faulkton area takes a timeout. They're going to be running out of timeouts. Situation for them, no fouls to give. Chargers do have one to give if the situation does require it. 1:35 to go, and timeouts are limited for the Trojans. Sully Buttes trying to hold on for a date on Tuesday. Trying to go back to the Sodak 16 and trying to go back to state for the first time in a long time. Gavin Colson will inbound it. Full court press incoming. 52-42 your score on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Inbound will go to Yackley. As Faulkton is not electing the foul. They're just trying to double team and force a turnover. And there's the foul there as they didn't get over the timeline with 1:27 to go. And they'll give that foul off there to Stark. So it is bonus again, we can mention from here on out. And Colson is trying to make him extend the lead. He can't get the first to go in, though. 9 of 13 is the free throws. Final free throw for Colson. And that one just bounces off the back iron and it goes in. Making it an 11-point game. As the Trojans got to get a quick shot here. Stark will put up the shot. It is good. And Stark with the 2 points there. It's a 9-point game now. Yackley off to Whitler. Whitler over the midcourt line. Trojans trying to get the foul. They will see Martinez just hug Whitler. And Wesley Whitler going to go to the line with 1:05 to play. So 2 free throws coming up here, and Stark is standing all alone, and we'll see if the Chargers see that. First free throw by Whitler is good. 27 points for Wesley Whitler tonight. It's now a 10-point game. Now Yackley will head over and hang out with Stark. Carson Miles will get set to check in for Whitler as he'll make the second. Or maybe it isn't Whitler, but it's Brenton Barber, excuse me. 1:05. It was a perfect trip. Back to an 11-point game. Final 60 seconds. Stark's going to fire a three. No good. It is rebounded there by Gavin Colson. And Colson now playing keep away as Trojans trying to get a foul. Whitler now going to just hurry it up, and then he'll be fouled with 48.1. And this could be the free throws that seal it. Can he go for 29 and 30? He can't get the first one to go. And we got one more here. Whitler fires and will make the second. Brett and Barber going to get set to check in for Carson Miles. Or the situational substitutions. 48.1. Stark over the midcourt stripe quickly. He'll look, give it off to Mielvis. They got to get a quick shot here. They're going to fire a deep three. Can't get that one to go in. Rebound is going to be picked up there by Stark. Stark now. Well, give it off to Mielvis. Triple, no good. And now the rebound going to be picked up there by Yackley. And Yackley going to pass it over to Whitler, and that will probably do it. That'll do it. The Sodak 16 on Tuesday. One of the 6B representatives is going to be the Sully Buttes Chargers. And they will have a chance to qualify for state on Tuesday nights. That's the buzzer. Sully Buttes defeat the Faulkton area Trojans 56, to 24 or to 44. We'll step aside. We're back in 2 minutes. Recap this game coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as the Sully Buttes Chargers pick up the 56-44 victory on this Friday night here from Oneida. So the Sully Buttes Chargers in their final home game off in the right way. This is your post-game show on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Appreciate you tuning in as the Sully Buttes Chargers would outscore the Trojans in the second half at 23-20, winning this game by 12. As Sully Buttes would outscore the Trojans 19-8 in the first. They would be outscored 16-14 in the second. 16-12 in the third was the Sully Buttes, and then the fourth quarter was 7-8 in favor of the Trojans in that second half, or in the fourth quarter, excuse me, for that contest. For the Chargers, they had the lead the entire way. They would finish with just 7 turnovers to the Trojans 15. The Sully Buttes Chargers would finish with 5 of 20 from the three-point land, 9 of 10 of 49 from the field, and 13 of 18 from the charity stripe. For the Trojans, they would go 19 of 41 from the field, 2 of 11 from three-point land, and 4 of 12 from the charity stripe in this one. The Chargers, I unofficially had them with the out-rebounding advantage at 25-24 for the day as well. So that is your look at your team stats here. Taking a quick look at your individual statistics. Wesley Whitler leads the way with 29 points. He'd finish with 13 rebounds in the contest. Jay Yackley would finish with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Easton Moore with 8 points in the contest. Cooper Faulkton with 2. And that is all the scoring. Oh, Gavin Colson, would convert on a 3 in the game as well. Or, would get 3 points in the game as well. So that is your scoring there for the Sully Buttes Chargers. The Trojans were led by Weston Sand. He would finish with 18 points on the night. Landon Dickoff would finish with 6. Spencer Mulis would finish with 4. And Corbin Stark would finish with 9. Got a player of the game brought to you by Yackley Ranches, and also your Colson Farms Unsung Hero is coming up in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. As it's now time for your Yackley Ranches player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches. And, I'm going to try to go more defensive focus here for this player of the game and our unsung hero. Actually, my unsung hero I actually have a different reason for, but we'll tell you here in just a moment. I thought the effort defensively by Gavin Colson tonight, yes, he finished with 3 points, but I thought the defensive effort that he showed with some of the few steals that he had tonight, he even had one that he reached up with his arm, didn't even probably recognize it was coming, but just put his arm up knowing that's kind of what you do when you're trying to transition so nobody gets an easy bucket, and that resulted in a turnover by the Trojans. So Gavin Colson is your Yackley Ranches player of the game. And now it's time for your Colson Farms Unsung Hero. It's brought to you by Colson Farms. This goes out to the player that works hard and gives it their all, and that's what makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make a difference in the game. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. How about Carson Miles in the transition game tonight for Sully Buttes? Finishes with 4 points, but the effort of the transition game, did everything you could have asked for, but also got a big key transition bucket to really stretch that lead for Sully Buttes in the early first half. So your Colson Farms Unsung Hero player of the game going to go to Carson Miles, and Gavin Colson gets your Yackley Ranches player of the game. Let's take a look at one final time at some potential final scores if we can get them to you. A game of interest for Sully Buttes if you want to continue to jump up in those Class B standings for the Sodak 16. Warner and Aberdeen Christian is the game to pay attention to, because you're already going to see Sully Buttes jump 2 spots because of some teams ahead that are going to have to be basically eliminated from a couple of regions. 2B and 4B are those two region teams that have an extra team above the Sully Buttes Chargers. And Aberdeen Christian did take the lead with under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to see if we can maybe get some of these updates here. So, yeah, 57-56 is the score. There's about 40 seconds left to go in that contest. So we'll try to see if we can continue to get you a final here as this game is going on. What a few moments here in this really on the night. And we still got games tomorrow. Again, the snow really caused some of the games being postponed. There is going to be some games postponed tomorrow, and it's going to look like Aberdeen is going to continue to get some free throws coming up here in just a moment. But other scores to report to you here from the state of South Dakota. Timberlake is up on Faith. They'll be being victorious. They lead 62-49 with under a minute to go in the fourth. White River is up by 3 over Kadoka area with a minute to go in the fourth. Dupree is up 54-42 over Harding County. Other games, he looks like we mentioned the Aberdeen game going on right now is they actually missed the free throws. It is actually still 57-56, and Warner is going to take a timeout and give themselves a chance to win that basketball game. So we'll try to see if Sully Buttes gets an extra spot here in just a moment. Leola Frederick area in Wabe Summit. That is a game of interest as well, as Wabe Summit is underneath the Chargers. If an 8-9 game is to be presented, those two, there's a chance that those two teams could be, as I'm saying all the teams could be, because you never know what could happen, but just based on, again, you're already going to see two teams climb up. You're going to see Sully Buttes climb up 2 spots, so it means everybody below who's got a shot is also going to climb up a couple of spots as well. So that is a 65-53 game with under a minute to go in the fourth. So it looks like Leola Frederick is going to hold on and win that one. So they will be one of the representatives of the Sodak 16. And our last score to report to you is a game just getting underway about 25 minutes ago. It's number 8 Wall up 16-15 over New Underwood. Wall is looking to qualify for the Sodak 16 as well. We're going to give a big thanks to Cash behind the camera tonight, coming in substitution for Jeremy. Again, Jeremy, if you're watching, sending you prayers and a speedy recovery for whatever you're battling, man. We appreciate all the hard work that you've done this season, but we know that Jeremy is going to help us at least one more time if he's able to get through what he's got going on right now. So the location of where this game is going to be, well, we won't know. And Aberdeen Christian just got a steal, and with 18.2, they're just trying to maybe sink the free throws in. And I'll find out if Aberdeen Christian is holding on to this game. I'm trying to stay on as long as possible, but I'm running out of all my post-game comment as well. We'll give a big thanks to Emma back in the studio, helping us out with the behind-the-scenes in the studio work this season, so we appreciate her help as well. But Chargers get one more crack. They can try to go back to that state tournament before the COVID era hit us, and they will try to do that on Tuesday. Their opponent, well, we won't know for a while. We will definitely not know until tomorrow, the game time, the location, and their opponent. As soon as that is all up, we will have that information for you. We will have the game regardless where that game is going to be taking place. Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. So Aberdeen missed the first. Or excuse me, they made the first, and now there will be one more free throw for Aberdeen Christian to go up by 3. So that game will now potentially, if it's made, will have to be an overtime game, and that is going to be the case here. So 18.2 to play. Warner has got it. It does look like they have one timeout, and they'll maybe just try to get over the timeline. Or excuse me, no, they're going to try to go for a 2. They couldn't get the shot to go, and it looks like Aberdeen Christian is going to hold on here. They got a foul with 6.2 seconds left to go. So it won't probably be 3 spots moving up for the Chargers, but the fact that that wasn't even a possibility, the way Warner has pulled off some interesting wins this season, to say the least. But that is going to do it for us here on this Friday night. Again, tomorrow we do have Pure Governor boys basketball. They're on the road to Huron. That is going to be a 6 o'clock tip-off. We'll have pregame coverage for you and all the play-by-play action with our Riverfront Broadcasting Station in Huron helping us out for that contest. So, again, big thanks to Cash for jumping on the camera. As always, we'll all give a big thanks to Jeremy, all of our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. And Emma back in the studio. Let's give a big shout out to those sponsors one more time. 83 Ag Sales, AGE Corporation, Agtegra Incorporated, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical, Barber Farm Service, Blue Goose, Brett Spray Service, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Conag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, their Student Council Report. Big thanks to Don's Food Center for providing tonight's webcast. First Dakota National Bank, Yag Air, Lamb Chevy, Lincoln Out Construction, Hawaii Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, the Sunrise Bank, the Corner, you got Venture Communications, Whitler Seed Farm, and Yackley Ranches. So that is going to do it for us. Again, a big thanks to everybody who makes this broadcast possible. As always, God is good, God is great. If you're traveling back home tonight, make sure you're driving safe. And because, again, it's been snowing, so if games were being postponed, that tells you maybe some of the road conditions that are going on right now. So just stay safe, drive. As always, again, God is good, God is great. I pray that you have a blessed weekend. God bless. Let's get you back to that music.